It is kickoff, 4 hours of Madden action, and we started off in the Bay Area. 49er taking on SaMoAs FYN3ST. So happy to have you along with us on Twitch, YouTube, and the various streaming platforms. Let's get to know these players a little better. Starting off with SaMoAs FYN3ST, Shea Lewis, 25 years old, California native, $6,000 in career earnings. He was the Madden 18 49ers runner-up, and he is back, ready to battle Tyler Davis. You said he's got one of the best lab crews around.
Yeah, he labs at NFA, but he's a family man. He has 2 sons, but he told us that's no excuse. I'm ready to win. I want a belt. He says he looks up to a guy named Problem Right, who we know has a lot of championships on his belt, so he's ready to go today. He's going to be very well prepared.
Yeah, and taking a look at a player to watch on his squad. Listen, we're in the 49ers club, so how about a former Niner? Vernon Davis, he had a big day yesterday in the AFC West.
Yeah, that Vernon Davis is so good at tight end. Probably the best tight end in the game right now. You're going to see him do some extra hot routes with that tight end apprentice, some post routes, some corner routes. He also has that matchup nightmare. So if Vernon Davis gets matched up on a linebacker, boom, he's going to get an easy completion. So that's something to watch out for.
On the flip side, it's Earl's World, the Earl squad out on Twitter. 49er, 28 years old, huge Niners fan from San Jose, California. The Madden 19 49ers runner-up, looking to take home that title. TD, he's a vet. He says he's excited because it's his squad and it's his club to take.
Yeah, and it's so cool to see him perform on Veterans Day. You know, he was a Marine from 2010 to 2015. So I'm excited to see Earl play. I know he's got so many guys in the chat that are rooting for him. Can't wait to see what he does here.
When you look at his player to watch, no surprise, he's got a couple 49ers out there and might be the greatest at the helm, hot route master Joe Montana.
Yeah, he told us he basically has a Niners theme team. So you see him rocking that Joe Montana with Hot Route Master. He's going to be able to create so many different hot routes for all his receivers, his running backs, his tight ends. It's really going to open up his offense.
These 2 players are looking to not only punch their spot in January's club championship, but put an extra $5,000 in their pocket. TD, I would love an extra $5,000 in my pocket. Who wouldn't?
Oh, man, right? And look at that beard that we see Earl going with. I love it.
He's got the facial hair rolling. Also, can I just say, it's a little touch, but I love how both of them are not only wearing Niners jerseys, both number 49. For the 49ers, you gotta love it. It's gonna be SaMoAs FYN3ST with the ball first. Big hit in the backfield. That's Reggie Bush picking up a yard.
Yeah, and both these guys are going to be relatively unique when it comes to their schemes. I think SaMoAs FYN3ST is going to run a little bit more of the meta than Niner will. SaMoAs FYN3ST in that Las Vegas Raiders offensive playbook. So I think he's going to mix formations around a lot, honestly. You're going to see him come out in trips, audible down to these 2 running back formations, but he's going to mix in some other shotguns as well.
2nd and 9, stretch run. Reggie Bush out there, breaking some tackles, picks up a couple. Now, we talk about the offensive flexibility here in Madden 21. For people who missed the show yesterday, maybe you're new to the game of Madden, that's one of the big adds in Madden 21, the ability to audible down if you have the right personnel out there.
It was personally my favorite addition to Madden 21. I love it. It creates so much more creativity when it comes to offense, able to audible around. You can stick in a running back or receiver, you can stick in a tight end, then audible down to those packages. So it just creates so much flexibility within your offense.
2 runs to start the game for SaMoAs FYN3ST, and 49er, you look up at his tag, says vet. He is a veteran, former United States Marine Corps. That'll be a first down here on Veterans Day. Oh, it's not a first down. They called him short. I think that's the first time I've seen in Madden 21 a spot called short. Usually it's pretty generous with the spots.
Yeah, it looked like I thought he was going to have it. You see him go back to that, such a popular route combo. We've seen it all day yesterday, that slant post combo. Now he has the whole playbook open here. This is a tough spot for Niner, but if he can get a stop, he'll be in great field position.
4th and short. Possible big momentum play for 49er defensively. If he can get the stop here. Allen dropping back, 2-man rush, and he's got the slant across the middle. That is the current 49er, Raheem Mostert, 97 speed. Got some pretty good hands for the first down.
Great baby dot right there. That's why you get that Mostert out there at receiver. He's faster than half the receivers in the game, so then you can do something like this. Now you see him audible and down to 2 running backs. Look for a stretch or a power row to the outside.
Hand off to Bush. He's got a little bit of room, just clipped his own blocker on the right side as SaMoAs FYN3ST continues this drive. Madden 18, club runner-up. This 49ers club, TD, it's been pretty varied with its winners.
Yeah, it has. You know, last year we saw Trey Kings win it, who made a good run in this one. Like I said earlier, we saw Trey Kings go down to SaMoAs FYN3ST, which is a tough matchup. But yeah, SaMoAs FYN3ST is a good player, man. He really labs with some of the best. He wanted to shout out his wife, his dad, his brothers. He told me he is so hungry for this. Out of everyone I talked to, I really felt like him and Noonan were the guys that really were like yelling at me. They were so excited and wanted it so bad. So I know he's ready for this moment.
Hopefully his fire can lead him to victory today. Didn't go great for Noonan yesterday. Turbo Jeff winning that game.
Come on, Charlie Short.
Reggie Bush hit in the backfield. And
come on.
listen, 49er can yell for that all you want. You want to talk about additions in Madden 21, Tyler Davis. Those reach forward animations are helping running backs pick up the first down.
Yeah, if you're an offensive player and you're on offense, you love the reach for it. And if you're a defensive player on defense, you hate the reach for it. It's such an interesting topic that a lot of people talk about on Twitter, on social media, and Twitch. It's a thing that a lot of guys are talking about, but it's in the game. You got to deal with it. But a nice first down right there. I like this drive so far by SaMoAs FYN3ST. He's not taking any big shots. He's just kind of methodically working his way down the field. It's been effective so far.
That's right there. Josh Allen, current Buffalo Bill, delivering a strike. It's not a lot of downfield passing right now. It's very conservative from SaMoAs FYN3ST, but he's used a lot of clock, almost a 4-minute drive. Handoff to Bush. Oh, it looked like maybe if he keeps going outside, he might have had a touchdown.
Looked like he had a little bit of a hole there to the outside. You're right. And now for Niner, he's getting him into these situations here. It's been a couple 3rd and shorts. He got him to a 4th and inches. This is where it gets tough now. You really got to stand up for yourself because he's playing fine defense. He's not giving up anything big, but when it gets to these critical situations, this is where you got to make a stop.
Trips on the right side as it is going to be a handoff. Winding and weaving through the middle of the defense. It's Reggie Bush. It's another 4th and short. I don't think he's bringing out the punt unit this time.
Definitely not. He's 1,000% going for this. You might see another inside zone here. I would expect that, or look for another little motion slant with a drag and a post combo. Something short, but something that's going to beat man-to-man. It looks like Niners sending the heat here, though.
Down in a yard.
Hang it.
Here comes the heat. And a quick throw to the flat, and it's picked up. Reggie Bush. TD, how frustrating is this drive on defense? You've about 9 plays now. He hasn't really gotten inside the red zone, but you can't stop him.
This is tough for Earl. He's gotten him in so many situations where he could have got off the field and he just can't. Right there, he kind of moved his linebacker at the last second. It looks like he was ready for it, and then he kind of went to the left side, and the table route got wide open to the right. Great, good recognition right there by SaMoAs FYN3ST.
Final play of the first quarter, and it will be more of the same. How about a 2-yard pickup? I'll call it a 3-yard pickup. We'll go to second quarter. No, Niner hasn't even touched the ball yet, Ty.
Yeah, it's a great drive, and if he can somehow get this down where you get Niner the ball with less than a minute left, make him use his timeouts. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better drive to start the first half. So just a phenomenal drive so far. 2nd and 7. So he keeps keeping himself in manageable situations.
I think he's had positive yards on every play so far. The handoff. Bush outside. Oh, he almost got around the edge. Taylor Mays running them down. It's going to be another first down for SaMoAs FYN3ST.
That's exactly why you get that Taylor Mays with secure tackle. You saw that could have been a touchdown. He's able to make the A tackle with Taylor Mays because he has that secure tackler ability. Those AP points are critical here in Madden 21.
Look at SaMoAs FYN3ST. He's grooving. He's loose. He's happy to be here. 1st and 10. Back to the ground game. Bush picks up another 4, stays ahead of the change. Haven't even had to see that Vernon Davis with tight end apprentice yet.
No, we haven't. You know, it seems like it's just 2 yards here, 3 yards here, 6 yards there. It's just methodically getting the yardage necessary to move those chains, and that's all you can ask for.
Come on.
Back to the former Trojan, picks up a yard. This might be the longest 3rd down that 49er has forced SaMoAs FYN3ST into. 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, last time it was about a 3rd and 4, and we saw SaMoAs FYN3ST stick with the inside zone. I'm interested to see if he's going to go back to that here because the whole playbook is open.
Used the entire first quarter. In this pace, he might use the entire second quarter as well. 3:32 and counting. 3rd and 5. Handoff, Bush, first down and more, inside the 10, inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line, the biggest run so far for SaMoA's Finest. He's got first and goal.
And, you know, trend we've seen so far in these first 2 days is that power O, whether it be the weak side or motion in the tight end to the strong side. But that seems to be the meta right now, coming out in trips, audibling down to that I-form close power O.
First and goal, Bush at the top of the I. He'll take the handoff, and he is stood up at the 3-yard line. TD, goal line right now in the game of Madden, it's the toughest place to score.
Oh, yeah, the red zone is always the most difficult, especially in Madden 21 here at the goal line. You know, you see a lot of guys coming on that I-form close, subbing in a bunch of tight ends so they can audible over to goal line. That's what he did right there, but Niner with some phenomenal defense. And Nick, I didn't even know this till the other day, but SaMoA has made 4 consecutive Niners semifinals for the Club Series, which is insane to think about.
Second and goal. Bush dotting the I once again. Motions Davis left side, he'll hand it to Bush left side, and once again 49er defense standing tall, 240 and counting. Might we see a long drive end up in only 3?
Niners got some goal line defense. He's standing up for himself. It's a big play right here because I think if he doesn't get 2 yards, he's going to have to take his 3. So if he gets to the 1, I think he goes for it. But other than that, I think he's going to take his 3.
Third down and goal. Over the fullback, Kyle Juszczyk into the end zone. He might as well be able to star on Nip Tuck considering how surgical he was on that drive. SaMoA's Finest, the early lead.
Just a phenomenal drive. Way to milk the clock, methodically move down the field. He was very patient. He didn't take any chances, and he did what he needed to do, gets in the end zone. And I can't believe how we have so many Niners on both these teams. That's what you love to see, Nick. Both these guys are just die-hard 49ers fans. They basically both have Niners theme teams out there, so it's cool to see Juszczyk get that touchdown for him.
TD, 19 plays, 75 yards, and he used almost 8 minutes of clock. You want to know what that reminded me of? That reminded me, if anybody got to watch it, J-Wall and Boogs in the Lions finals to get here on the, I think it was on the Xbox side. J-Wall went on a 22-play drive to win game 1 of that grand final.
Yeah, brilliant strategy, just brilliant. And now, if you're Niner, though, plenty of time here. It's not too far down the clock. Obviously, you like to get 2 possessions in the first half. He's probably only going to get this one, so he's going to have to make this possession count. But he's got plenty of time here, and he does get ball at half, so he's in a good spot.
I literally watched this happen, TD. I was watching them set their audibles, and I go, wait, they haven't set their audibles yet? Oh, right. 49er hasn't touched the ball yet. Is there any danger? I mean, I know these guys have been preparing for this for a couple weeks. Is there a danger of 49er being a little rusty, a little cold on offense, especially after watching his defense give up a 19-play drive?
Yeah, definitely could take a little momentum away from you because you're just thinking about everything on defense, and then you finally get the ball back, and it feels like the games are going on 20 minutes, and you haven't even done one offensive play. But we're going to see Niner in the New England Patriots offensive playbook. He likes this U-trips formation, but he did tell us he's going to audible around. He likes to freestyle a little bit. That's exactly why he wanted this Joe Montana with Hot Rod Master.
No! Come on.
Anyone want to tell SaMoA's Finest it's one defensive play? He had 19 offensive plays. Like, hold on, let's give Earl a chance to run the offense. So we'll hit the 2-minute warning. Emotions high for both players. $5,000 on the line, and you stay alive to fight for that $150,000 top prize. Biggest prize in the history of the MCS, TD. It's exciting to see how high stakes the club championship is.
Yeah, without a doubt, $150,000. He's going for it all.
He's taking the shot. He's got Julio.
No way, that's a new one, dude.
Stepped in front of him. I don't think we've ever seen Julio Jones get moved out the way like that. Antonio Cromartie says, give me that.
It looked like Julio had about 2 steps on him. I don't know why Earl clicked on to try to make an aggressive catch. It looked like if he would have just racked it, he might have had a chance on it. Costly mistake, great click on by SaMoA's Finest, and he's back in business.
What a play from Antonio Cromartie. 2 steps behind, ends up 1 step ahead. Now 2nd and 6. Can SaMoA's Finest capitalize? Might need a little quicker drive if he's going to put points on the board than last time. He's going to pass. He'll find one of those crow routes. It's Raheem Mostert picking up 9. Gonna be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, those curl routes have been so good so far. Those low ball curl routes, so hard to stop if you're in man or zone defense. And that was a backbreaker for Niner, because we just talked about how he hasn't seen the ball, and then on his second play, he goes for it all. And now SaMoAs FYN3ST can use all this clock, and he's just looking to get 3 points.
I want to talk about the story of this first half. This is SaMoAs FYN3ST's 22nd play of offense. 49er has had 2. 3rd and a yard. Allen with Bush on his left hip. He'll go to that inside zone. Good gap shoot, but there's that reach for it once
Extra
again.
yard stuff is crazy.
1st and 10 for SaMoAs FYN3ST.
Yeah, Niner clearly getting frustrated now. That reach for it picks up enough, and that's really been the story of the game right here. Dink and Duncan, little runs here and there, kind of breaking one occasionally. See what he goes to. You got to start to pass here. 2 timeouts, 50 seconds. That runoff can start to come into play, so we'll see him go to the air more often now.
Drag's not there, looking for the corner, and he's got it. That's a laser to Stephon Diggs to the 39-yard line. Timeout taken. 1 left for SaMoAs FYN3ST. He's just on the edge of field goal range.
Yeah, beautiful dot right there. You couldn't ask for a better situation. There's that Stephon Diggs with route tech. Absolutely burns his man. And now he only needs about 5 yards, and that's all he really wants right here, is just to get that field goal to go up 10-0 at half.
Stretcher Bush. You know, I've seen that animation before. Back in like Madden 08, that was a face mask every time you saw that spinning animation.
Yeah, it was. They don't call that anymore, really. Now, he's going to start to have to, if I'm Earl, I might call timeout after this play, depending on what he gets. But now the clock's really going down. You'll probably see Pike get it slow.
Big room up the middle. Bush inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. No fight for it needed on that play.
Oh, but Niner is actually fortunate, because that was almost a touchdown, and now no matter what, SaMoAs FYN3ST going to have to settle for a field goal. So that was best case scenario for Niner, because it looked like that was going to be a touchdown, but now he has only 1 timeout, so he's got to settle for 3.
SaMoAs FYN3ST is looking at Reggie Bush going, you couldn't have hit that extra gear? Could have just a little more speed? Come on, man. That could have been, not just was it a touchdown saving tackle, but as we go to the second half, TD, that could have been a game-saving tackle. There's a big difference from being down 14 versus being down 10.
I agree, Nick, and that's something we might be able to look back on later in the game and say, what if? Because Niner is still in the game here. It's only 10-0. He's getting ball. It's just that one mistake he made, but that was definitely huge, because that could have been 2 touchdowns instead of a touchdown and a field goal.
49er will get the ball to start the second half. Mostert taking it out of the end zone to the 10, 15, inside the 20. We will get down to the 23-yard line, and that's where 49ers offense will start. Halftime, dominated by SaMoAs FYN3ST, ran 27 plays to 49ers 2. It is 10-0 with 10 minutes to go in the ballgame. I'm going to argue Austin Hooper as a Browns fan. I know he's only played 3 games and he's been hurt most of the time, but...
See, this is where I just ignore you.
Is that a no? So that's a firm no. Quick, is it David Njoku with his stone hands?
I like Harrison Bryant over both of them.
4th round pick, baby.
Mackey Award winner, baby.
Well, how about 49? A 3rd play picks up 10 yards. A little positive offensive momentum.
Yeah, nice little bubble screen right there. I think you should go back to that a lot. That little RPO is really good. And, you know, Nick, I wanted to point out, because I think it's very interesting, Niner actually has the least amount of abilities out of all the competitors today. He doesn't have a lot at all. It's very surprising.
Quick throw, RPO bubble screen to Raheem Mostert. All right, I've got a new suggestion for the game, TD. I want you to let me know what you think. Joint fatigue. So if both players have Reggie Bush gets fatigued for both guys as he's running. It's like they're using the same guy. What do you think? Think everybody would love that?
No.
Okay. That's why I'm not a dev. Okay, fair enough. 3rd and 6. Reggie Bush got to be tired switching between these teams. Let's put the new jersey on. How about a delay game? That's not going to help. That's going to take it from a 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 11.
She want to hold some.
Costly mistake right there by Niner. That's just not, because 3rd and 6 is so manageable, and then you put yourself in 3rd and 11 now. Not a good move right there by Earl. Let's see what he cooks up here. He's coming out trips to the short side. We'll see if he flips it here. I told you, Niner is a little wild and he freestyles a lot, so you never know what to expect. but he looks like he's going to stay on the short side and use some motion.
You know who loves that left hash mark? Is Suspect. Loves the left hash mark.
Come
Hates the right.
on! No!
Let's go!
Post shot, he's got him!
Let's
Julio
go!
Jones! One-on-one!
Let's
Falcons
go!
fans rejoice!
Come on,
Julio
man.
Jones to the house.
Short side trips, long side trips, it don't matter. Big touchdown right there by Niner, and he's back in the ball game.
Play number 6 goes to the house, and it's a 3-point game. You got to feel great knowing how you couldn't get a stop in the first half, but only being down 3 now.
Yeah, that's what we said. You know, if Niner gets ball at half, he's still in it. So 27 plays to 6 plays, that's unreal. And SaMoAs FYN is about to get more plays off. But if you're Niner, you're feeling good right now. So take a look at this replay. Just a deep post, and that Julio Jones with route tech just absolutely torches his man, and he's all the way for a 70-yard touchdown.
You think 49ers forgiven Julio Jones for not beating out Cromartie on that streak?
Definitely. That was a nice dot right there. You know, SaMoAs FYN is taking a little chance, bringing a little cover 0 man blitz, and Niner takes advantage.
1st and 10. You know, Reggie Bush in his career, 1,286 carries. He's almost got that many on SaMoAs FYN3ST offense.
Yeah, nice little inside zone again there. And back to the basics, though, for SaMoAs FYN3ST. He's looked great on offense. You know, Niners gotten him in some situations, but he hasn't had a good answer for him. If he continues to play like that, I expect him to go down the field again. So let's see if a Niner can stand up and force him into a punt.
Allen on 2nd and 5.
Pick it!
No!
Ready?
What?
Oh, it's picked off! Mathis picked it up! The big man Robert Mathis with a Christmas gift in November! And 49er takes the lead!
Oh my
Oh,
God.
man, that is so unfortunate. What a play for a Niner, and he's fired up about that. A tip pick to the crib.
Come on, man.
Hashtag Earl's World going wild. Who needs an offensive play when you got the defense putting up points?
Oh, man, if you're SaMoAs FYN3ST, you got to be sick. It was 10-0, and then 2 plays, you're losing. Oh, what a play for Niner right there. Tip pick, Robert Mathis, as we take a look at the replay. Look at this. He had the running back wide open, too. Oh, man.
The double tip.
Right into his arms. Oh, wow.
Cody Parkey had the double doink. Robert Mathis with the double tip to the end zone. Titty, is that a little Veterans Day magic?
Oh, it might be right there. It's crazy how we saw the emotion from SaMoAs FYN3ST playing so good, and the tide has turned. The momentum has completely switched.
Come on, it's not there! It's bad! It's bad! The run is not there. You're going to have to pass.
I think 49ers confidence level has gone from 0 to 100 real quick.
Earl Week is officially here. He's ready, he's fired up, and he's feeling himself now.
What does SaMoAs FYN3ST have as an answer? 2nd and 8. Oh, he might have the post route. He had the post route all the way on the left side, but he'll take the safe throw underneath to Reggie Bush. Picks up 17.
Yeah, he did have the post. That's the same play he threw the pick on, and it was open. I like that play that he's going to. Obviously, the pick was pretty unfortunate, but that play looks like it's working for him, and Niner doesn't have an answer for it. So I'd like to see him go back to that curl with the post and the backside, or the angle route with the post and the backside curl flat combo as well.
Make the tackle, Dion. There you go. Get in the way. Do something.
It's a big change defensively, TD. As we saw in the first half, it was 4- and 5-yard runs for SaMoAs FYN3ST. Cutting those down to 2-yard runs, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's massive in the scope of this game.
Without a doubt, if you can cut those 3rd and 4s back into 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7s, that helps no matter what, but nice curl route right there.
It'll be a 3rd and 2 for SaMoAs FYN3ST. 4 days of Madden action. We are so happy you're along with us. Nick Mazesco, Tyler Davis with you. Third and 2. McLaurin all the way to the left side. Allen dropping back to pass. Slant route caught up a little bit, but how about on the left side, a laser beam. Looks like that was Stephon Diggs with the catch. Another first down for SaMoAs FYN3ST.
That's what's so good about trips tight end. The spacing is phenomenal. You see him go into that hitch, curl combo. We have the spacing, and then he goes to the man beaters with the posts and the slants. You're going to see a lot of that from D-Croft later today. He uses that trips so well because they can really space the field. And it's just a phenomenal dot right there by SaMoA's finest.
22 carries, 95 yards for the two-time All-American Reggie Bush. 14-10. And how about we go to the fourth quarter? Let's see those fours up in the chat. Throw them up there. 5 minutes away from filling another spot in January's Madden NFL 21 Club Championship.
What a great way to start the day, too. This is a back-and-forth battle. And SaMoA's finest, he looks a little, like, distressed right now, but he's in a great spot. He just has to have that confidence. Looks like he's going to go back to a little power O stretch action out of the I form close.
Second down.
Make the tackle.
Back to Bush, trying to bounce outside. Those arm tackles on the line, holding him up. 3rd and 4 TD, 4-down territory.
Yeah, I think it is 4-down territory. Unless you get sacked here, I definitely think it's 4-down territory. This is a big play in the game for both guys. Let's see what SaMoA can cook up. Maybe go back to that hitch curl combo on the right side.
Curl's not there. He's looking for the slant, but it was well guarded. He's looking for a route bounce. Allen rolling right to the 30. He's running him down. He'll throw this one away. 4th and 4. Great defense from 49er.
Here we go. You heard Niner say it. Biggest play in the game. What are you going to do if you're SaMoA's finest? Do you take your 3, trust your defense, or do you go for it? Me personally, in this spot, down 4, I would go for it. The way you're not playing the best defense, I would go for it.
He's going to kick the 3 and try to D up. Ball is down. Kick is up. 1-point game. 14-13. SaMoA's finest. Trust in that defense.
Yeah, you know, I will say there is a lot of time left, so it's not a bad decision by any means. I just probably would have went for it. 3rd and 4. It's a tough call, but what a game we have. Now, if you're Niner now, here we go. This is one of your money drives because you need to use this clock. You need a couple first downs, though. 1 first down obviously is not going to do it. I would like to see him stick to the ground game, though, use some clock, but you're going to need about 3 to 4 first downs in order to seal this and take home the victory.
I just had like one of my most realize your old moments. Went to that full screen of 49er, and my first thought was, it's got some really nice hardwood floors. Like that's really, God. Hand off to Bush, left side. How about 8 yards? How does that sound?
Yeah, that looks pretty good. If you can get 8 yards a clip right now, then you're in business. I like that bubble RPO, but I don't like it to the short side of the field. You know, you want that bubble going to the wide side unless he knows something that I don't. But, you know, that's the beauty of Niner. He doesn't really care what I think. He's just doing what he wants out there, freestyle, and a nice pickup right there on first down.
2nd and 2. Joe Montana, Niners legend at the helm. He'll hand it to Bush. Oh, he might have had a first down up the A-gap. Instead, he tries to bounce outside. It's going to be 3rd and short, and SaMoA's finest. He's looking for the stop.
That's actually a really good play for Niner, though, because now you take another 30 seconds off the clock and you still have it. You can get another set of downs because all you need is an inch here. So that's actually really good for a Niner in that spot. 3rd inches is very difficult to get a stop, but if SaMoA's fans can somehow blow him up in the backfield and force him in a 4th and 1, then it becomes very interesting.
Any chance we see a run commit here?
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible. It's going to be fullback dive, 1,000%.
Oh, he went for the gap shoot.
That might be 6.
He went for the user gap shoot and went right into the backside of zone defensive tackle. First down for Niner.
Yeah, you heard him say if that was Mostert, he might have been gone for 6. He has Juszczyk in there, who obviously doesn't have the speed, but he still picks up the first down, and that's good. Now it's where it's getting down to that. SaMoA's fans might need to start using timeouts. He has about 1 more set of downs here before he needs to use them. So let's see if Niner can get 1 more first down, then it really makes it tough.
Does have the 2-minute warning on his side as Bush will pick up a couple. 2nd and 8. Boy, it's interesting to see the demeanors change, TD. 49er has become He's almost come out of his shell. He's been vibrant. He's been yelling. SaMoA's Finest was singing along earlier. Now dead silent, locked in defensively.
It's like a complete 360 change. Yeah, we saw SaMoA's Finest. He was rapping, he was singing, he was fired up, and now he's silent, and Niner's the one getting loud and clapping back. So complete change of momentum.
Montana takes off, and he'll slide down to the 42-yard line. Now what Joe Montana was known for. 3rd and 4. Opportunity for SaMoA's Finest, what might be his best one yet to get off the field. 2-minute warning.
Yeah, and I say it a lot, but I really do think this is the biggest play of the game. 3rd and 4 here. If he gets a first down, it's going to be tough for SaMoA's Finest. He does have the 3 timeouts, but if SaMoA's Finest can get a stop, he's going to get the ball back.
Looks like what, little U-trips?
Yep.
3rd and 4. Montana's going to drop back to pass. Waiting, looking, he's got a laser! If it's something positive for SaMoA's Finest, it goes out of bounds and stops the clock, but 49er picking up another first down.
Yeah, clutch dot right there by Niner. He also had the out route to the wide side, and if you're SaMoA's Finest, it's not the worst thing in the world. He did get out of bounds. You got those 3 timeouts, but now you're going to have to start using them.
First down, stopped in the backfield, first timeout taken. If you've been on Twitter, you know 49er. A lot of support from the community. Hashtag Earl Week's been trending in the Madden community. You think if he makes it to the club, if he closes out this game, are we going to have hashtag Earl month in January?
We might, man. The support he's been getting has been crazy. Looks like he's going to go to the air here. 2nd and 11. Kind of a risky call, but I like it. He's being aggressive. He's going for the win.
Look at left side. He's got McLaurin. The possession catch takes him out of bounds. A break for SaMoA's Finest. 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, kind of just a wasted play right there for your Niner. I know you got 3 yards, but it kind of just really helps SaMoA's Finest. 3rd and 6 now. He's going to go back to the air. I think he's going for the win, but an inside zone might work here to the right side as well.
Niners looking at Scary Terry going, come on, man, just lean the other way. Don't fall out of bounds. 3rd down and 6. Montana.
Dot!
Got him. Another laser. Another stoppage of the clock. Davis goes out of bounds, and thus it's not over yet.
What is going on right here? It's like Niners so clutch. He keeps converting, but then he keeps going out of bounds to keep SaMoA's Finest alive. So no one wants to win this game right now.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. Timeout taken. 1 left for SaMoA's Finest. Do we see a pass on this drive, or are we just going to see the couple run plays?
See, the one thing is that you cannot turn the ball over here, because even if you take 3, you're up by a touchdown. Or not, you're up by 4, so he's going to have to get a touchdown. So really, if Earl trusts his passing game, then do it. If you're more of the conservative type, you might go to the ground. I'd probably go to the ground right here, make him use that final timeout, and then make a decision on 3rd down, but it looks like he's going to go to the air.
13, uh-oh. Bush got room!
Fight! Come on! Come on, we're 1 yard away!
I think he was 1 yard away.
He ran an auto motion sweep, something you never see, and he takes it. It looked like he had a touchdown right there, but then somehow he falls short of the first down marker. So this is the game right here. SaMoA's Finest, can you hold him? 1 yard to go for a Niner to become the 49ers club champion, a diehard fan. Does he have 1 yard in him?
Third and a mere yard. 3 feet, 36 inches away from glory. McLaurin in motion. Montana coming back. He throws it to the end zone. The 49ers, Raheem Mostert. Touchdown for Earl. Earl Week is live.
Just a crazy dot, but Nick, I think he just helps SaMoA's Finest, because he's still going to only be up a touchdown with over a minute to go.
One stop.
I don't know, like in that situation, you got to take the touchdown, I guess. But if he just went short, got 2 yards, the game's over. The game would be over. Now SaMoA's Finest still has a chance in the ball game.
Not a great chance, but it's an 8-point lead. Into the end zone for a touchback. Man, oh man. That first half, it was SaMoA's finest, over and over running the ball. 22 plays. It seemed like that game was over in the first half, but we hit the second half, and all of a sudden, it is 49er over the top, 21-13. SaMoA's finest with life, $1:30 to go. He'll hit Mostert underneath.
Man, we need that to be in balance.
Picks up
That's
2.
okay, that's 2 yards.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a wasted play right there. I probably would just went up the field and took the 8 yards and got down. I don't know. It's a tough call, but here we go. SaMoA's finest, diehard Niners fan. He said he wanted this so bad. He's got his family watching, his wife, his dad, his brothers he wanted to shout out. He needs to go 73 yards, down 8. Does he have it in him?
Allen, 2nd and 8. Looking for the bomb. Oh, throw it a second. Sanders has it. Prime time is tweeting out hashtag Earl's World. 49er will be your San Francisco 49er club champion. SaMoA's finest can't believe it.
What a day. It's officially Earl Week. On Veterans Day, the Marine veteran comes up with the win, and he is the 49ers club champion. Phenomenal job. Congratulations to Earl, a.k.a. Niner.
TD, listen, you can talk about skill, you can talk about the defense that Earl played in the second half, you can talk about the dots he cooked up, but at the end of the day, he had a little bit of Veterans Day magic for the United States Marine Corps veteran.
He needed a little magic, and he pulled it out. Oh, man, what a game. Great game by both guys, but the veteran pulls it out on Veterans Day. Just awesome to see.
One more snap. TD, how good must it feel having to kneel down for $5,000?
Yes.
Oh, it's got to be one of the best feelings ever.
That?
Knowing that you just secured that spot in the final 32. You're going to have a chance at winning $150,000 potentially.
Yeah, I just put it in now.
And he's got to feel on top of the world right now.
Okay, he did kneel it down a little early.
Oh, he did.
It's 4th and 14. There's going to be 3 seconds left.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, all he's got to do is really just run a toss and run back and go down. He's too excited out there, which I don't blame him. I would be too.
And the quote of the day from 49er, didn't mean to snap that ball. Whoops.
Yeah, I got it in. I don't hear anything right now. All right.
4 seconds left. Is there a little
if I'm
fluke?
SaMoA's finest, I might just send 9 at him or 8 and just try to get a sack and get like a second for a Hail Mary. I don't know. It's pretty much no chance here.
Well, if you're Earl, just punt the ball. Just sky punt
Yeah,
it.
just I wouldn't even risk this.
Oh no! 4 seconds. There's some fluke. Here comes the heat. 1 second. 0's on the clock. All right, we got through that with no problems. 49er is your San Francisco 49ers champion, 21-13. What a battle, Tyler Davis.